the slot, trying to be pressure for the demon twin game. Get my chest and my head on the lock.
A common sight in the 80s and 90s, not quite as frequent since, but it's back. Playoff football in the Bay Area here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Tonight, it's the NFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Washington football team and the San Francisco 49ers. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. Returning from his end zone is Ray McLeod. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Now a play fake. Lance. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. On first down, Lance. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. A big play there for the Niners. Well, for a tight end, he can definitely motor, and he shows off the wheels there after the catch as he's able to shake free.
And this is something this defense is going to have to account for as this game goes on. He's a space player. They want to get him out in the open field and let him make his move. So if you're going to stick with him, you've got to make sure you plaster him, as they like to say on the defensive side of the ball. Otherwise, he'll burn you as he just did there.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. A nifty move on the run, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line down at the 2. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel taking it in from 2 yards out. And the 49ers will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Wentz. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wentz. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Wentz. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
Very nicely done there on the reception, and what an impact this rookie made on this offense, Charles, in the regular season.
Yeah, he's a big part of why they are where they are. He stepped into an important role, embraced it, and in a lot of ways expanded it, and immediately made a connection with his quarterback.
And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Wentz going to throw.
This one left side caught by Gibson.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 29-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
A give running right, Gibson.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Now Wentz. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 13-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Gibson. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line.
2nd and 5 from the 8. A handoff for Gibson.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Gibson.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends.
Now Wentz will keep it. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
The sneak successful from a yard out. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Crosby connects on the extra point.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Ray McLeod to return.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Escapes the sack. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this one is incomplete.
Well, when you've got a quarterback like this dead to rights, you got to make sure to wrap up. Instead, though, he breaks free and off he goes.
Yeah, and at the risk of sounding just a little bit trite, this is just a tackle that needs to be made. It's one thing when you've got a bruising 230-pound running back coming your way, but when it's a quarterback who's running for his life, your teammates will tell you, you've got to get him on the ground.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Lance.
He finds his man, complete. That's Gray.
So great throw right there, and what a regular season this rookie had, piloting this offense, guiding them to a division title, and they get the home date here in round one of the playoffs. But, Charles, how do you think they'll play it here? Will they run the same kind of wide-open offense they've run all season, or do you think that they'll try and take some pressure off of the young fella?
Oh, I think they're going high, wide, and handsome in this one. I think it's all out, just as they've been doing all year long, because I think if you try and pull it back now a little bit, you're telling that young man you don't have quite as much confidence in him as you've professed. So go ahead and continue to run your offense. Do the things that got you here. As so many defensive coaches have told you and me, all gas, no brakes. Let it rip.
To throw again on second down. Lance. It's caught. Mitchell.
Oh, big hole left side.
Touchdown.
Elijah Mitchell.
23 yards for the touchdown. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Taken at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Wentz now on first down. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
With the score, Niners 14, Washington 7.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Gibson here running out of the gun.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. They fake the give. Now Wentz. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Now on comes the Washington field goal unit. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Got a man, that's Ayuk.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
So many times in my career, coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Lance now on first down. That would almost intercept it, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down.
pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a second down. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
They run the counter. Samuel, and this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll try again. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Deebo Samuel with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. Here the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. From the 24, Wentz.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Wentz now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he finds McLaurin. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
And that is incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson.
And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory.
Washington on 3rd down.
They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Taking a shot for Samuel. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick.
And the 49ers are going to have it here just past the 25. And, Charles, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays.
And he'll be taken down. in Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On the option right is Lance.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Two minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. They remind